Hello, and thank you for watching. In this video, we share 10 natives that all have white flowers and are blooming in June. The plants are arranged from tallest to shortest, so we are starting with the flowering dogwood tree. Cornus, Florida can be grown as a tree or a shrub reaching 15 to 30 feet tall and wide. As an understory tree, it prefers part shade and moist, organically rich soils. Unfortunately, I commonly see flowering dogwoods that are planted in full sun and look like this with wilted leaves. Now, compared to a flowering dogwood planted on the north side of a home with afternoon shade, and you can see it's healthy and thriving. When pruned properly, the flowering dogwood provides cover for a hidden seeded area along with hydrangeas, which earn our list of white flowering plants. Lastly, the Cornus genus is host to 125 species of moths and butterflies in my area. Number 2 is my favorite on this list, Elderberry or Sambucus canadensis. This is my favorite because the clusters of flowers are so large. In this picture, you can see one cluster of flowers that are 14 inches wide, which means they are easily seen from the curb. It also has multiple seasons of interest, considering these flowers turn into black fruits in the fall. This fast grower reaches a maximum of 20 feet with a width of around 6 feet, and it prefers full sun for best blooms. There are numerous benefits to growing Sambucus, given this plant hosts 34 species of moths and butterflies in my area. However, it is important to note that the leaves, roots, and stems are poisonous. The fruits, however, when prepared properly, packs 10 grams of fiber per 100 calories, which makes this very high in fiber for great beneficial antioxidants. Third is Winterberry, which has much smaller flowers but much showier red fruit that stands out in the fall. Ilex verticulate has dwarf shrubs that reach 3 feet or larger varieties that reach 10 feet. They prefer full to part sun and need a male and female for pollination. To note, the berries are not edible for humans, but they are enjoyed by a variety of birds. This genus is host to 2 species in my area and is pollinator friendly for bumblebees, like our friend pictured here. Fourth on the list is the very showy Virginia Sweetspire, or Itea virginica. This shrub also has dwarf varieties like Little Henry, which reach heights of 3 feet, or larger varieties like Henry's Garnet that reach 6 feet tall and wide. Sweetspire prefers moist, fertile soil and is visited by a variety of insects like this bumblebee, which makes for a great photo. I'll also share a design example where a walking path goes between 2 Virginia Sweetspire bushes and there's green and gold growing underneath. At number 5 is Goatsbeard or Aruncus dioecious, which I rarely see in landscapes but is worthy of consideration. This perennial reaches heights of 6 feet tall and wide. It thrives in full shade to part sun and grows best in a moist, loamy soil. This is definitely the most unique flower of the group. In addition to being visually pleasing, it is also enjoyed by insects like this bumblebee. Additionally, the genus Aruncus is host to 34 species of moths and butterflies in my area. In the landscape, be sure to plant several to ensure you have a male and female plant for pollination. Number 6 is a very common shrub, Hydrangea. While hydrangeas are common in the landscape, oftentimes non-native varieties are used. This is a picture of an East Coast native Hydrangea arborescens, which reaches 5 feet tall and wide and prefers part sun and moist humusy soil. Hydrangeas are visited by insects like this spider hanging out and is host to 2 species of moths and butterflies in my area. Number 7 is New Jersey tea, which in this picture looks similar to Hydrangea but is actually very different. Cilianthus americanus is a shrub that reaches 4 to 5 feet tall and wide. Unlike wild Hydrangea, it prefers full sun and average to dry soil. It is a host to 1 species of butterfly and is drought resistant. The leaves from New Jersey tea are a good substitute to caffeine-free black tea, and they were used by colonists as a patriotic substitute during the Revolutionary War. Here is a video of a pair of lightning bugs enjoying New Jersey tea flowers and enjoying each other at the same time. Please be sure to click like and subscribe as we move to number 8, which is Beardstongue or Penstemon digitalis. This perennial will reach a height of up to 4 feet and about 18 inches wide. It prefers full sun and average to moist soils. This drought-tolerant perennial is host to 10 species of moths and butterflies in my area. I love watching bumblebees crawl inside their flower. For more information, check out our video, Native Plant Everyone Can Grow Penstemon, that provides more detail. Okay, number 9 is Solomon seal. I have limited photos of Solomon seal because the rabbits love eating it. Every year they decimate our Solomon seal, which is fine with me because the rabbits need to eat too. There are several varieties of Solomon seal, which I listed on the screen. The pictures are of Polygonum biflorum, which is known as the small variety. It is a perennial that reaches 3 feet, but not very wide, and prefers full to part shade in a rich humusy soil. If you plan to grow Solomon seal, it looks great in a mass planting, which can take time to establish. Lastly, at number 10 is Phlox Daughter of Pearl. This is a hybrid between Phlox carolina and Phlox maculata. This first picture is a group planting behind a retaining wall. This evergreen perennial reaches 3 feet tall and wide and prefers full sun to part shade. Phlox is a host to 8 species of moths and butterflies in my area. I also wanted to share this photo prior to the flowers opening, which I think looks super cool. Lastly, I'd like to share design photos. In this photo, Beardstongue is the white bloom to the right, and Phlox is the bloom to the left. These blooms overlap, but Beardstongue is wrapping up for the season, and the Phlox is just getting started. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to check out our other design videos for natives and native plant specific videos, and happy gardening.